Hey guys, alright, we're back. Oh, that was weird. We are back with another simple history video, this time Attack with the Dead Men. Strange stories. I don't know what to expect here. I've never heard of this strange story, so let's go ahead and learn about it.
Attack of the Dead Men, 1915, World War I.
Huh.
The Auschwitz fortress was constructed in the 19th century by the Russian Empire in what is now northeastern Poland to defend its borders against Germany. In the First World War, the fortress would be heavily contested between German attackers and Russian defenders. The Germans had made their first assault onto the fortress in September 1914, using large-caliber artillery guns, bombarding the fortress for 6 days. After intense shelling, the Germans confidently launched an attack on the fortress. However, Russian artillery and infantry counterattacks forced them back with a swift withdrawal. A second German attack was attempted in February to March 1915. The Germans were again optimistic with their new heavy 420mm caliber Big Bertha cannons.
Those some big-ass cannons.
The fortress was bombed with intensity, including from the air, which it was presumed by the German command would cause the quick surrender of its Russian defenders. The Russian command also had a similar notion and ordered that the fortress be held for just 48 hours after the evacuation. Remarkably, even with massive damage to the fortress and high Russian casualties, it would be held for months, and the Russian artillery bombardment forced the German guns to again pull back. In early July 1915, the German troops were now under the command of Field Marshal von Hindenburg, who began a new offensive. This time, they decided to use poison gas to achieve their objective, as they knew the Russian defenders didn't have gas masks.
War crime.
30 heavy artillery guns and 30...
Well, I guess at that time it wasn't a war crime yet, but it was still morally wrong. Well, war in general is kinda, I guess, morally wrong. Well, not always. Not always. Not if you're fighting against the Nazis. I wouldn't say that's morally wrong. And of course, defending yourself is not morally wrong. But on the side of the attacker, of the aggressor, I would say it's morally wrong.
30 gas batteries were brought in range, and with the wind in their favor, the gas was launched at the fortress on August 6th. Along with the artillery bombardment, a dark green smog of chlorine and bromine moved.
Oh, that would be terrifying. And horrifying. That'd be nightmare fuel. You just see the fog, the green gas coming at you. Oh,
Towards
no,
the
no,
Russian
no.
positions. The grass turned black, and the tree leaves turned yellow. The Russian guns and shells made from copper were caked in a layer of green chlorine oxide. The Russian 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th companies were all but annihilated in the gas coverage.
What the
Once
fuck?
the gas had cleared, 14 German battalions numbering around 7,000 Landwehr troops moved in to capture the burnt trenches. But as they approached the positions, a shocking sight took them by surprise as the remaining soldiers of the Russian 8th and 13th companies, who had come into contact with the poison gas, counterattacked with all they had left. These troops attacked the Germans with their bayonets, showing signs of chemical burns on their faces, with their bodies wrapped up in rags spitting out blood and pieces of their lungs. The sight was so terrifying to the approaching German troops that they went into a panic, retreating back to their own positions and trampling over each other while falling onto their own barbed wire. The Russian forces then returned rifle fire and killed many of the retreating Germans with artillery. 2 weeks later, the remaining Russian survivors of the Auschwitz fortress evacuated. The newspapers would later call this the Attack of the Dead Men.
Did they survive? I hope he tells us if they survived.
A huge...
Oh, he fucking doesn't. That is some long-term consequences, right? I mean, the way it sounds with the chemical burns and the coughing up of their lungs, they gotta be dying, right? Or do they survive? Do they just go on to live normal lives after being so exposed? I mean, I guess, right, Hitler did. Hitler was exposed to, I think, chemical gas. And that's what got him out of the war. If I'm remembering right, he was exposed to chemical gas. And then he was put into a hospital. And was stuck in the hospital for pretty much the rest of the war. Huh. This was pretty cool. I want a movie about that. That is movie material right there. Yeah. Well, that was today's video. Attack of the Dead Men, Strange Stories by Simple History. I don't have anything more to say because I'm just kind of weirded out. That's nightmare. That's trauma right there for the German soldiers to experience dead men charging them. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe for more, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.